So I live in a building with very loud people. Some of them are actually engaged in some practices that generally feel unsafe. I have a relatively beautiful flat. I'm working at making it more homey, but the environment in which this flat exists is not the best, unfortunately. What I did notice and how I'm trying to make the best of this situation is that night times are delicious. So from 10 or 11 at nighttime until about 7 in the morning, it's quiet, it's gorgeous, and I think I will turn nocturnal in this coming period, also because it's summertime and it's incredibly hot in Bucharest where I'm filming from. So maybe becoming a night owl and giving in to my true nature is not so bad. So yeah, I guess expect a string of readings done at midnight from now on. We'll see how long this lasts. But in the meantime, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a sweet old-fashioned classic. How does your person feel about you? Hey crew, welcome to my divinatory table. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. Tonight I'll be your tarot reader, and I thought I would create a pick a card reading for you on a popular topic. How does your person really feel? So think of a person on your mind, and this reading is going to be about them. You may also think of a celebrity crush. If you have nobody in your life at the moment and you're just crushing on somebody, we'll see how that works. This is going to be hopefully a fun and inspiring reading. I aim to give you messages that can help you tap into your heart energy. And in line with that, I thought I would give you a choice of angels. So I have here a choice of 3 different angel cards from the amazing Angelarium Oracle deck created by Ellie Minaya and Peter Morbacher. It's one of the most amazing artistic oracles that I have. So I just thought I would pre-shuffle some oracle cards, but I'm going to live shuffle for you from the Chazaqiel Tarot in order to glean insight into your person's real feelings. They might say something to you, but they actually could mean something completely different in case you're thinking about a real person, a crush. And in terms of the celebrity crush, well, I'll just let you figure that one out, how it works, okay? I just thought that I would give you some indications and insights as to how you can use this reading, since I get from time to time comments regarding, I don't know how this applies to my situation. Take whatever you hear and use it for your benefit. This is why this reading is created, to help you and inspire you, not at all to frustrate you or irritate you. I just want to give a great big hug to you, my loves. Because of you, I am here and I'm super happy and excited to be able to be bringing you the spiritual string of readings. I recently quit my second job because it was draining me energetically. I felt completely dead. So I now have more time to create these pick a card readings for you, and more astrological content will be coming up soon. I will also have time to invest in my Patreon updates and in my Light and Solar Crew memberships. Thank you as well to everybody who follows me on Instagram and who reads my articles on my website, The Spiritual Social. You guys mean the world to me, and I want to give you a great big kiss. But in the meantime, since I can't touch you, we have a relationship mediated by technology. To some extent, this is fortunate. To another extent, it is pretty unfortunate. In the meantime, I just want to give you this reading. I hope it nourishes your soul. I hope it helps you live, love, and express yourself more freely. All this being said, let me introduce to you the options. So we have here for group 1, this is Turiel, the angel of the mountain. My camera kept shaking. Let me just bring it closer so you see it with more definition. So this is Turiel, the angel of the mountain, and behind each card there's a poem, and I will read you the poem at your specific pile. So that's for group 1. For group 2, we have here as well Chazaqiel, angel of mists. Okay, so this is the gorgeous image, an angel that emerges from the fog. And then for group 3, if I can pick it up, we have Azazel, Angel of Sacrifices. You see here he's holding a goat, a mountain goat, could be a symbol of Capricorn. We will see what messages pop through. Okay, so now let me zoom out. Okay, take a moment now to look at which of these options speaks to you the most. We have Turiel, Chazaqiel, and we also have Azazel. If you've made your choice, then let's jump straight into it. Let's find out, how does your person really feel about you? Mwah. Hey group 1, hello darlings, welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of how does your person really feel about you. So this is a reading for those of you who are drawn to this gorgeous angel. His name is Turiel. He is the angel of the mountain, and this is how he is described. He is known as the first watcher of the east. The way Turiel carried his massive stature was a matter of public spectacle. His feats of strength were sometimes put to good use, but often bled into showmanship. The praise people showered him with seemed to sustain the angel almost as much as food and water. You're dealing here with a person who is excessively influenced by compliments and praise. This is an individual that really takes to heart what other people think of him. You could be dealing here with a Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, or Libra person, an individual that is quite sociable, well liked by other people, or at least they are skilled in something that other people need assistance with. And this individual tends to draw people towards them for advice, for work collaborations, for all sorts of relationships, whether business, romantic, friendship, relatives. This person has a pretty well settled social network, and I have a feeling that this individual is aiming to become a leader. I kind of tripped over my words, so they're still not in the phase of truly establishing themselves. There's still some work to go, but they're on the path towards becoming a well-known individual in their area of work, in their field of expertise. So I see here an individual that could also be tall or at least large, maybe with broad shoulders, maybe a little bit on the thicker side, a person that has quite the body on them, like when they enter a room they change the energy around them, you know. And this could be due to a number of factors, maybe the way they dress, maybe their gravity, maybe their sense of style. And I feel like this person takes other people very seriously, and I think this shows by the way they enter into a room, the way they talk, the way they look, the way they stand. This is also an individual that portrays a very don't mess with me kind of vibe when the situation requires it. So they can be quite friendly and quite sweet and quite talkative with that, but then all of a sudden, like if they are threatened or if the person that they're with feels unsafe or threatened, all of a sudden that kind of domineering energy kicks in, and I feel like they can be quite stubborn, you know, and they can be quite determined in pushing back the negativity and pushing back the threat. Yeah. So we have a person that also likes to, has kind of a goofy sense of humor from time to time, likes to tell jokes or likes to entertain people, especially after they had a couple of drinks, or if they are in the company of friends, if they are feeling relaxed and chill. This is an individual that really likes to make other people laugh, because again, it makes them feel good, it makes them feel important, and it makes them feel welcomed and settled within a social group. And that's important to this individual. Okay, so I hope you were able to identify who this person might be. You could also be trying to manifest this person at the moment if you're single. So let me show you the oracle cards that you got, and then I'm going to live shuffle from the Chazaqiel Tarot to see how does this person really feel about you. So we have here the storyteller. So this is Cancer energy. You're dealing here with a lunar individual, a lunatic. I'm joking, of course. We have Dahlia, one of my favorite flowers. Dahlias and peonies are my favorite flowers. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Anyway, coming back to your reading, dignity. And the saying here is, a wise man has dignity without pride, a fool has pride without dignity. Confucius. So this person is quite balanced. I feel that sometimes you can see their silly side, other times you see their more serious side. We have here sweet alyssum, and this is clarity. Bright paths of understanding will open. So this person is coming into the realization of something, and with the storyteller here, they want to tell you something that is very important. It is related to the way that they want to treat you, which I think is very different than how you were treated in the past in other relationships. I also feel that because you are drawn to Turiel, you're drawn to commitment. You're drawn to somebody that can be like a rock in the connection, can be very stable and focused. And we also have here resistance, and this is the waning crescent moon. So I'm getting that this person is quite stubborn, determined, perseverant. They've got a plan and they want to share this plan with you. They want to get you on board. They might do some convincing work the next time that you see them. I have a feeling that they might initially talk to you online, maybe hit you up on a chat message or send you a text message, or they might call you, they might FaceTime with you, just to let you know that they are interested in talking to you. And it's kind of like they have been thinking quite a lot about this connection. They have to tell you a story. It's not a lie, it's not a fabrication. It's more like a vision of where they see their life and where you will fit into it if you are willing to join them. And this is not Kylo Ren, join me to the dark side kind of energy. No, this is actually quite sweet. I also have the feeling that this person has quite some deeply passionate feelings towards you, because we see here this deep passion red, right? Both of these flowers are dark red, and dark red to me speaks not of passionate love that just appeared overnight. That would be a light colored red. This is something that has staying power, can develop in time. This color is very similar to carnelian, and I associate carnelian with heart chakra energy, with the blood flow. I also associate it with Capricorn energy. So this is about commitment, stamina, determination, endurance, right? So yeah, I feel very strongly that your person has a long-term plan of love. It could come across as very silly, because this person might like to plan their romantic relationship. They might like to plan the future, like this is how many dates we will have, this is when I'll propose, this is and they're just, the surprise element in this situation is kind of like your reaction, you know, which they hope as well to have planned well enough so that you say yes and you're super excited and super enthusiastic every time this person comes up with a gift or comes up with a new idea as to how they can bring more romance into this connection. I'm laughing because it's a very different individual than how I am and how the people around me are. So yeah, let's just find out right now by pulling some cards from the Chazaqiel Tarot. Let's dive a little bit deeper, one layer deeper, into what this person really feels about you, because I'm not getting like very strong emotion. I'm getting kind of like this delicious slow burn, like melting chocolate off a chocolate fountain, you know. It doesn't really splutter, it kind of like just slowly drips. Saturn is in Pisces, giving me all sorts of watery and liquidy associations. So yeah, I apologize for that metaphor. Okay, so let's see. For group 1, Spirit. I just felt like reintroducing Live Shuffle, because sometimes the cards come out while I shuffle them behind camera, and I just have these things to say, or I have these reactions, which I think you guys need to see, because they color the reading in a different way. And I used to do this before in my readings, before, behind me, the past is behind me. And I just think of bringing back certain elements that I think you guys were also very fond of. Now, all this being said, these are the cards that you got. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So you're dealing here with an Aquarius potentially, or there is a lot of hope pouring into this situation. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a person that has maybe Saturn in Aquarius. For some of you, this could be more specific. I also see here with the 5 of Cups, an individual that's trying to overcome a depression, sadness. Seeing you, being with you, is helping them find meaning in life again. It's kind of like they see you as this vulnerable, sweet-hearted individual that they want to take under their wing and protect. You really bring out this protector energy inside of your person, and they feel grateful to you on some level, because I feel that they never had a chance to show this side of themselves to anybody else, and it makes them feel like, if they're a man, it makes them feel like traditionally masculine, like, oh, I'm the protector. Oh my God, I never had this opportunity with somebody else. Maybe people in the past were, I guess some of you are frustrated that my earring was not was not sitting straight, but hey, there you go. I just adjusted it. Coming back to this energy. So it feels like maybe people in the past were taking such good care of themselves that they made this person feel like the help is not needed, he's not needed in any way. But with you, it's like you have the right moment when you show them a vulnerability, or that you show them that you need them for something. And I feel like your guy, your person is there to help you out. And you also give them like that boost of confidence that we began the reading with. Yeah, so we began the reading with a person that is susceptible to praise. Yeah, very strongly influenced by compliments. So if you have an argument with this person and things go a little bit, they become a bit conflicted, I think the best way for you guys to continue the relationship is just to give this person a compliment, We have here the 4 of Cups, but only if you want to, only if it feels authentic. Don't just compliment them because you want to move the connection towards a specific goal. That's manipulative and it's not going to end up well. So we have here the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups shows this girl in her globe, and it talks about a feeling of boredom, a feeling of being a little bit hungover. Usually I say this because the 4 of Cups follows after the 3 of Cups, which is the card of celebration. So it might feel like you're waking up from a situation that caused you some heartache, some pain, and you met this individual, and guess what? They feel the same. I mean, having the 5 of Cups to the 4 of Cups here together does talk about a slight diminishment of emotion. Maybe something happened at the beginning of your relationship. You could have found out that your person lost somebody, or you might have actually met this person at a funeral, in some sort of mourning ground, at some sort of religious celebration where people were crying. You might have met this person at the doctor's. It just feels like there is a sense of sadness. There is like this blanket of melancholy weighing down over this connection, but gradually this energy is moving away, it's dissipating. Yeah, so you'll be able to fan it out, you'll be able to remove it. It's becoming, if it was incredibly watery, it's becoming drier. Yeah, as we can see, a diminishment of water energy. And what is it being replaced with? Well, we have the Queen of Coins blocked, and we also have, that's interesting, we have a Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this could be your person, this could be the representation of your person, and they might recover from having lost. I see here a spouse. To me, the Queen of Pentacles always represents the spouse, the wife. It could be that you are thinking of a man who divorced a woman that wanted to mostly drain him of money, material problems. The person you're thinking of could have Venus in Capricorn or Venus conjunct Saturn, and they were strongly tested by Pluto in the last 14 years. So I feel like now the resolution to the situation is coming up to the surface. They are moving away from what has caused them a lot of sadness, and they're moving into a connection with you where they feel they can have this beautiful fresh start because you make them feel valued and worthy and needed. This person needs to feel needed, needs to feel like they're bringing something to the connection. They're contributing in some way, physically, materially, pragmatically. While in the past they might have done the same thing in this connection with a low vibrational Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman, and this person ended up sucking them dry of their funds, of their energy, of even their food. This person might have taken their food away. Who does that? I'm sorry, I just needed to bring some laughter into this because it just felt, like the energy kind of dropped to the ground. So I want to see one more card because we're getting kind of like sidetracked from the topic at hand, which is how do they really feel about you, not about the other romantic circumstances in their lives that they are just closing in on. Oh, hey, you can celebrate, okay? The Empress. They see you as perfection incarnate. And I'm not exaggerating. You see the card, right? Taurus energy, Venus ruled. They see you as beauty. Inside, outside. You create this environment where they feel accepted. They feel like they want to come home to you. You are basically like a home to them. They feel safe in your arms. And they want to give the same feeling back to you. They feel that you're very natural. The way you dress, the way you wear your makeup is very stylish and elegant. It's never gaudy, it's never overdone. You don't feel the need to attract people by, overemphasizing parts of your body to the detriment of a whole picture. You feel naturally confident, relaxed, motherly, but also quite independent from them. There's just a beautiful mixture of material stability and sense of self-worth, and you're taking good care of yourself physically but also spiritually and emotionally, and they see you as a person that they could literally have a baby with. They see you as somebody they can build a home with, settle down with, be domestic with, and incredibly happy. Yeah. So this is how they really feel about you. Group 1, let me know down in the comments if it resonated. I love to read your stories. And I also hope that if you feel inspired to get a personal reading with me, you know that the second link in the description box takes you to my personal readings website where you see all the options. I offer affordable readings if you feel like it. If not, if this is where I leave you, if you had enough and you want to go and enjoy the rest of your life, then thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. And I do hope I'm able to catch up with you in the next one. Okay? Take care. Ciao. Hey, group 2. Hello, my darlings. I hope you're doing excellent. This is a pick a card reading on the topic of how is your person really feeling about you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this card. This is Chazaqiel, the angel of mists, and this is how Chazaqiel is described. So, this place that is somewhere in the middle, where can I go if I am denied flight? How can I stay if I am denied presence? These questions fill the night air, crowding my wings and obscuring the light. But I know I am not the fog, but I also know that I am. You could be dealing here with a person that has been through a couple of ghosting moments with you. A person that you might have rejected, they might have rejected you, but maybe not in a very direct way. Maybe your conversations, for example, were really intense and then they stopped. And then a couple of weeks later, you guys came back as if nothing happened. Then maybe this person disappeared for a while. They left you on red and you had no idea what happened to them. Some months went by and they hit you up again out of the blue. You might be feeling a little bit haunted emotionally by this individual. They have a presence that escapes your fingertips. I feel that they have the same feeling towards you. I feel like they might feel also quite rejected and pushed to the side by you. You might be dealing here with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius who has a bit of an inferiority complex. This person isn't very confident, and part of the reason why they keep turning in and out of your life, mostly in a verbal communicative form, because I don't think that this person comes in and out of your life physically. It's more like they communicate with you sporadically. When they remember, when the moon is full, after an eclipse, after they passed an exam, maybe at a weird hour of the night or the day, this person just springs up on you. And what keeps you hooked in is the fact that what you guys talk about touches your soul. It speaks to your heart. And that's why you might be feeling a little bit haunted by them. So after we settled on some of the characteristics of who this person might be, I hope you have some clue regarding them. I'm getting also that they could be somebody of the same age as you, maybe in certain cases, because I'm reading here for a large collective. I'm also picking up on a person that could be 1 or 2 years younger than you, most likely 2. Let me show you first the oracle cards that you got, and then I'm going to live shuffle. And I made an executive decision to change the tarot deck. I just felt like it, so I just thought I would go with it. And you guys are getting the romantic tarot, the one with all the roses. Speaking of roses, this is your Oracle of Roses card, the Ruler. Yeah, you're dealing with the Leo potentially, or this person has a Leo moon, Leo ascendant. There's something very Leonic about them. They want to come in and swoop you off your feet, conquer you, but then as easily as they took an interest in you, this is how easily they also get bored and move on to something else. This person is fickle, I'm not going to lie. I feel like their feelings can be quite passionate and hot, and then they can completely dissipate like a forest fire. Not really like a forest fire, more like a campfire. I kind of exaggerated that, I'm sorry. So like a campfire, you know, it's beautiful at nighttime, it's warm, you can literally have a heart-to-heart open conversation with somebody. It's quite romantic sometimes, and then in the morning you wake up and it's just rocks and ash, and there's no light, there's no glow. You've been sleeping on twigs, you have to get up and keep walking through the forest or go back home. So that's kind of the energy, you know. There is something incredibly alluring and romantic and passionate and warm about this person, but then as quickly as you felt that intensity, it tends to quickly die down. They can take you on highs and lows in this connection, and some of you could get literally hooked on the feelings that this person provokes inside of you. So we also have here wisdom. This is the waning gibbous. I feel that, and we have number 22, the number of compassionate collaborate. Oh my God, when I said number 22, I looked at the recording time and it was 4:44. Wow, how many synchronicities. You could be dealing here with a Sagittarius. Usually when I tap into Jupiterian energy, all of a sudden numbers go spinning and I see a lot of couplets. I see a lot of symbols and synchronicities, because Jupiter is the energy of God. It's a highly spiritual energy, and wisdom is what this individual is extracting from this connection. Believe it or not, as painful or as weird or as addictive this contact with this person might be, you're actually helping them grow up. You're helping them mature on an emotional level. I feel that it pains them from time to time to be so close to you. Intimacy could literally hurt this person. It might make them feel so uncomfortable. So they have to do it in small bits, digestible bits of intimacy, digestible moments of intimacy. And then they freak out and they run away. But in that moment, they are so there and so present and so authentic that it makes up for a whole 3 months content of being with this person. Yeah. It is a bit of a special connection. I know that some of you are going to jump into the comments and judge that I want a long-term connection with a person that is always there for me. But to be honest, some of the greatest love affairs had so little consistency. Some of the greatest lovers in history never managed to build a home together or have children or stay together for more than a year or two. So this is a question of you deciding what is it that you want. Do you want like a normal, affectionate connection, or do you want something that really blows your socks off, but might be experienced only in small morsels? I'm getting here that this could be a twin flame or higher order spiritual connection, yeah? So this person comes in, you have this amazing energy, this amazing passion, and then they pull back out. It hurts them, you go through a separation, you extract wisdom, and then you guys reconnect. We also have here, oh God, what's happening tonight? All of my favorite flowers are appearing. I just mentioned in group 1 that they got a dahlia and you guys got the peonies, and these are my 2 favorite flowers of all time. So peony, health. Focus on all parts to make the whole. You could be dealing here with an individual that could suffer from a mental health problem. They might not have told you this. It's like you have to put the pieces together and figure it out for yourself. Or they have a mental health problem that hasn't been diagnosed yet. I also feel that this person could have some physical health issues. Maybe they suffered an injury, they need to go through an operation. They could have a disease that they need to maintain themselves through, right? They need to take their medicine at the specific hour of the day. And I think that all of these aspects take away from the romanticization of your connection. Wow, what a word. Sounds very academic. Takes me back. So it's kind of like this person wants to create a very beautiful, romantic, ideal environment in which you two can escape from the cares of the world. Because I do think that this person might go through some health problems that they are trying to forget or detach from. And I feel like they also don't want to burden you with it. It's never a sexy thing to tell somebody or to admit, oh, look, I have a disease, right? That never makes somebody go like, oh, how hot, you know, how romantic. So you can understand why this person might choose to not show that to you. And if you saw something moving in the background, please don't worry. It's I have my cat over here. She's sleeping, yeah. And my other cat, she's on a chair sleeping over there, in case you guys are curious. So we have here Lily, majesty and virtue. And the saying is, the lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. Wow, so this person has many hidden talents. I feel like you only know 2% of their personality. There is more to come. The lily is a very interesting flower because, okay, it represents marriage, purity, elegance, also a form of sensual attachment to somebody. A lot of women wear lilies in their bridal bouquets, but to me personally, in my family, my grandma wore lilies and my grandfather died shortly into their marriage. So I usually associate lilies with death, and in this case, please don't freak out. In this case, I think that it's the meaning of the death card, the major arcana in the tarot Scorpio energy. Healing of the self, healing of the soul through intimate contact. Trusting one another, sharing some deep secrets with each other is incredibly soothing to the souls of both of you. And I feel like you guys might have been through some really trying experiences in your life, and this is why the lily, the majesty that is created between the two of you. I'm also reminded of, I used to have a song I was obsessed with when I was 18 or 19 years old. It was by a band called Madrugada, and the song was called Majesty. And the first line of that song is, so am I good or bad? So the song begins with this contradiction, right? With the query. The singer is asking, am I good or bad in your eyes? How do you see me? How do you perceive me? Because this is an individual that pretty much effed up in the relationship. So maybe this is what your person is doing. Your person is effing up to see if you still forgive them, if you still accept them. Sometimes people, and please don't get upset when I say this, because I know some of you are trigger happy in the comments, but people are very complex. You are very complex. You need to make room and allowance for that. I've recently been going through a couple of moments that have been showing me how I'm misusing my ego. Unfortunately, Saturn is really sending me to ego school. But people can be, they can sometimes test your boundaries in love to see if they do awful things, will you still love them? Because they never had that kind of acceptance from their primary caregivers. So unfortunately, you end up doing the loving work that their mother and father should have done. Obviously, it's not fair. Nobody should treat their romantic partner in that way. This should be something that should happen between a client and a therapist in a safe holding space. But some people still do it unconsciously. And I think that it could be part of the problems that you guys might weather in this connection. And I also have here Sweet William, yeah? And the keywords are gallantry, grant me a single smile. I have to say that this card is pretty bizarre. Like, I don't really understand the need for so many words. Gallantry to me means politeness, decorum, it means elegance. I'm not sure if this is exactly what the author, Sherilyn Darcy, wanted to say or represent. The image is absolutely gorgeous. You see this bright pink. It's a full-blown romance. Let me read you the quote. Maybe the quote could give you further insight into how this person is feeling. Sweet William, small, has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great Jove delight. Jove, Jupiter. It seems like a celebratory event is about to happen in your connection. How does this person feel about you? You make them happy. You make them happy and romantic. You are the person that they want to extend their higher feelings towards. You help lift them up. It's like they feel more dignified after having come in contact with you. Yeah. Sweet William and Lily. Imagine a bouquet with these two flowers. Look how gorgeous they are. And I'm sure that they smell delicious as well. I know that lilies smell very strong and pungent, but I'm not sure about Sweet William. I don't think I had the pleasure to smell or hold this flower before. But you see majesty, virtue, and gallantry. There is a sense of this person might want to adore you from afar at times and then come really close and just pinch themselves and touch you to remind themselves that you actually exist. And then they go back into this adoration of you from a pedestal. I know, it can be pretty bizarre, frustrating behavior because maybe you just want a person that you can Netflix and chill with. The two actual meanings of that sentence. Or maybe you just want somebody that you can eat a pizza with, you know, some chips, and stare at the TV screen with, or go out at weekends and shop for clothes. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, my love. So now I'm going to live shuffle from the Romantic Tarot, and I just wanted to bring back the live shuffle because, as I said for group 1, it was something I used to do and it was good, and I want to bring back what was good and stop changing so many things. I think Jupiter and Taurus is really I'm filming this under a Jupiter and Taurus sky, and I think Jupiter and Taurus is kind of letting me know that, yo, stop overusing your Pluto and Scorpio in the first house, okay? Calm down and smell the roses. Life is good. Stop changing it so much. So, on that note, ta-da! We have here the Emperor. A lot of you love this card. I personally don't really like the Emperor so much, but he is the man of all men. He is the husband. He is the judge. He is the organizer of the family. He is the great pater familias. I personally have a soft spot for the high priest, but we have here a man that is in his power, a financial powerhouse as well. This man is the utmost provider. He is the essence of all the other 4 kings in the minor arcana suit, in the court cards, yeah? So he is emotionally mature, King of Cups. He is intelligent and is able to give great advice, King of Swords. He is adventurous and passionate and very bold, King of Wands. And of course, he is cautious enough with his money. He is well at administering them, and he wants to raise a family and to have all the blessings of a well-lived material existence. King of Coins, yeah? This is the individual that has a plan for you. Different than group one. With group one, I felt like the individual kind of had a plan of coming to conquer you more like verbally first. But in this situation, I have a feeling that there is a very strong desire in this almost ghost-like haunting individual to become corporeal, to become embodied. It's like this person wants to make themselves completely known towards you. They want to come clean. They want to talk to you. Sorry if that part before was a little bit vague. I was using big words. Maybe this person might use big words. They might hide behind big words. But it's like they want to come clean. They want to be authentic and transparent. They want you to see them for who they really are. Maybe they took this ghosting time to work on their body, arrange their finances, and be resilient, emotionally mature enough to come to you and tell you, I've been thinking about you. You make me feel incredibly happy. I feel like every time I come into contact with you, I feel like I want to be my higher self. You inspire me to be the best. Let's put it into action. Let's do something together. Okay, so I think you'll be quite happy to see that, although we do have a number of cards here that appeared blocked. And much as I was talking about how I'm being inspired by Jupiter in Taurus to calm down and stop changing so many things about my life, we have here the Death and Rebirth card. Scorpio energy blocked. This person is holding back a lot of repressed sensual desires. The intimacy that you guys created, believe it, every time this person would run away and take care of themselves, if you know what I mean. So this is an individual that has been repressing a lot of desire for you, and it's kind of like at the moment it will continue to stay repressed for a while because they want to put their best foot forward and impress you with something, with the Emperor here. I also feel like this person is done chasing and looking for the next best thing. They have realized that the grass is not greener on the other side, that they have everything that they need with you at home, I'm hearing. So maybe this person is thinking of making like a small safe place with you, or moving in with you, buying property with you. Potentially that's why they're hurrying up to become this Emperor, if they haven't become it already. I also see the Nine of Swords. Thinking about you is driving this person a little bit bonkers, okay? This person could wake up in the middle of the night and feel sorry for how they have ghosted you. They might feel a little bit sad, or, you know, I'm kind of feeling that this person wants to apologize, but then they feel that it's not manly or it's not dignified for them to apologize, or they grew up in a family where nobody apologized, so they see that as a sign of weakness. This person is kind of like in a mental conflict about the situation with you. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmares, not being able to sit still at night, having these feverish dreams, waking up in a pool of sweat, and having a lot of regrets about the past, you know, not being able to find peace. So this person is quite restless when they think of you at the moment. How do they really feel? They're trying to look like the Emperor, but on the inside, they are really, really struggling. They're struggling to change. They have a lot of pent-up desire for you. They don't want to chase other people. They're trying to not waste their energy on other connections. They're trying to stay committed. They could also be fighting with an individual around them that might try to put words in their mind. There could be a person that spreads some malicious gossip, maybe potentially about you, especially if you're a person that has a public image. But what I see very clearly here is that this individual is fought back. So your person is fighting back this friend or relative, or maybe father figure, uncle, that is trying to make you look bad in front of your person. This person, I guess, doesn't even know you, but they have a bone to pick with you, maybe because of the way you present yourself or your person's past history with this person. And your person is fighting through this, yeah? They're holding their ground. The Five of Wands next to this manipulative King of Swords. And I'm saying it's manipulative because it's upside down. So this is a low vibrational Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your person is fighting a good fight because I feel that they genuinely want to be with you. They want to be with you. They see potential here and they're working on becoming healthier for you so that they can show up as the ruler in this connection. This is the reading that I had for you. Oof, it's a little bit longer than I expected. I hope that you nonetheless enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know if this resonated in any way, shape, or form. And I just need to remind you that I offer personal readings. So if you want me to get more in-depth regarding your personal circumstances, I can certainly do that. The second link in the description box below takes you to my website. You can see a range of options. I have affordable readings, but at the same time, if you don't want to purchase a personal reading, if this is where I leave you, then take excellent care of your beautiful heart, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my darlings. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of how does your person really feel about you? And this is for those of you who are drawn to this particular angel. We have here Azazel, the angel of sacrifices. And this is how Azazel is described. Tonight, we pour the water from our bowls, the warmth from our hearts, and the breath from our flock. We bring an end to these necessities, not for their destruction, but in their honor, for in their absence we can truly see their glory. You're dealing here potentially with a Capricorn or Virgo, a very methodical individual. I'm also picking up on Scorpio energy as well, a high-minded Pisces potentially. This is an individual, Aries as well, an individual that appreciates social hierarchy, a person that knows where they fall in rank in society. It could be that this person is also working really hard to climb the social ladder. This could be a person that was born poor and they're working towards becoming rich. This person could have some stubble or some chin acne in this period. Maybe that's TMI, but for some reason I feel the need to scratch my chin. So it could be related to your person's touchy-feely, or maybe you touched their chin and you really like it. You really appreciate the shape of this person's chin, the way that they speak. Their mouth is very alluring to you. We have here an individual that I feel that in order to be with you, they had to make a sacrifice, or it's in the works. They are planning to sacrifice something in order to make more space, more room in their life to be with you. This is an individual that is inspired, divinely guided, a person that likes to take things step by step. This is not somebody that just launches into a situation head first. So if they are an Aries, this is an Aries with a lot of earth placements in their chart that anchors this person's fire down and tempers them a little bit. This person could also, I'm hearing, might have Saturn in the first house. So they're learning a lot of tough karmic critical lessons by coming into contact with their nearest and dearest, by signing contracts, by rising up to family responsibilities and obligations. This is an individual that is a bit of a slow developer. I feel that if you meet them at a younger point in their life, you will not see the great person that they are becoming, but if you meet them in their 40s or 50s, you will see their full potential, how it's ripening and how it's maturing and how attractive it makes them look. So this being said, I'm just trying to give you some clues as to who this person might be. Maybe it resonates with some of you out there. I have your oracle cards. I'm going to show you these oracle cards and then I will dive into I have here the Romantic Tarot. I made an executive decision to change the tarot decks, so just crossed my mind. I have the Romantic Tarot here for you. As for group 2, this tells me as well that maybe there is a continuation, there is a link between group 2 and you. Maybe some of you that have chosen group 2 were also drawn to group 3, or you're just allowing this video to play, so you're hanging out with me and sticking around for this other message. I'm super happy to have you here. So we have here the Gambler. The Gambler is Gemini energy. In some cases, it could be interpreted as Sagittarius as well. This is a very playful, witty, clever individual that takes every opportunity to showcase their intelligence. In terms of what they feel for you, I kind of have a feeling that this person is quite optimistic about the development of this connection. They're quite friendly. You might have an interaction where you're just exchanging text messages. It hasn't gotten yet to the point of developing into a really hot and steamy connection. This is more like, hey, how are you? You're exchanging facts and you're creating this good rapport. Yeah. We also have here the unexpected. This person could just spontaneously text you. They might not have a specific time or day when they text you. They just text you when they feel like it. They are moody and they send messages on a whim. They could also spontaneously ask you, hey, do you want to go out with me and do this or that? This person could have Sun conjunct Uranus. They might have some Aquarius in their chart, maybe a Venus in Aquarius, a Mars in Aquarius. They really enjoy spontaneity. To them, spontaneity means fresh energy. It's exciting, it's stimulating, and they want more of it. So in this relationship with you, I kind of have the feeling that maybe a part of you wants this person to be a bit more consistent, but they are surprising and they are quite loving and spontaneous. I think that this connection is helping you cope with the weirdness of love. I also had to say that, in between group 2 and your group, I had to take a break. I went and I brushed my teeth and I was feeling a little bit sleepy. So there is something here about this person being oftentimes low on energy, and then whoosh, they have a spike in their energy, and that's when they want to do a lot of things with you, and that's when they get a little bit risky and they take chances in this connection. You have the blue moon card, and you know the saying, once in a blue moon. It's a very rare event that this person feels like they want to reach out or feels like they want to see you or connect with you, but when they do, it feels like otherworldly. That's what I'm hearing. This person could also take you out on trips with their other friends. They might include you as part of a larger social group. So I'm kind of getting that a lot of you are kind of at the beginning stages of this connection. And again, I'm touching my chin. Maybe this person touches their chin a lot as they're thinking, as they're pondering. You are dealing here with a very witty individual and also somebody who's quite willful. So we have here the waxing gibbous moon, the will card. But look, this person is wearing a mask and you see the full lunar cycle behind her. So you're dealing here with somebody that could be a little bit two-faced, might have a case of multiple personality, not necessarily the diagnosed mental health problem, but this is more like, when you call them, this person holds one opinion and the next day they could play devil's advocate and entertain the exact opposite viewpoint because they thought about it and maybe what they were thinking yesterday does not hold water today. Yeah, it's a very typical Geminian experience. If you guys lived with Geminis, I think you know what I'm talking about. They say one thing today, they change their mind, then they might change their mind again. Because to them, everything is a thought adventure. Everything is a game, an exploration of ideas. And life would be so boring if you would just hold one opinion and one opinion only. The paradoxical thing about Geminis as well is that they actually end up being quite determined individuals and they end up holding a lot of very strict and firm beliefs in spite of the fact that they seem to be playing with them all the time. Yeah. So this person is very willful and I feel like they are ready to do something ballsy in this connection with you. I shouldn't say ballsy, gutsy, brave. Okay, let's see. What are they trying to do? I'm kind of concerned. I'm sure you are too. Okay, Everlasting Daisy. It says here fortitude. And the saying is be brave and dig deep. Let's see the other card and I'll tell you what I feel. Honeysuckle. And this is the card of domestic happiness and devoted affection. So the saying here is, I will wind thee in my arms. So doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently and twist. Okay, are you ready for this? So this person wants to be brave enough to break the boundary of friendship between the two of you. They want to wind you in their arms in an intimate way. Yeah, so it's they want to entwist with you. Entwine, okay? Basically they want to get intimate with you, okay? Something happened between the two of you and it stirred them up. It could be maybe the season, I don't know. I'm also being mindful of not showing parts of myself, not every part, just the parts that matter. What? Anyway, maybe this person has been showing you only parts and now they're coming into this full lunar cycle, and it's a rarity to truly see their authentic sense of self. They're taking off the mask and they're taking a risk. They're gambling on this love connection, and they just want to be brave and strong enough to admit to you that, hey, you know, I kind of want you and I want you in my home and I want to entwist with you. Sorry, that word just makes me giggle for some bizarre reason. It's so old-fashioned, but actually quite fitting to the description of the imagery I'm seeing in my mind as to what this person plans to do with you. They basically want to get athletic with you in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. I feel like this person has a deep desire to touch you, you know, to feel you, to move from the realm of mind and communication and overthinking to the realm of touching and sensual pleasures and connecting on an unspoken non-verbal level. I also feel that this person is very curious about that side of you. They want to know how you look. They want to know the faces you make when they kiss you and they stimulate you. And it's just like, it's like they're dying of curiosity. So it seems to be more like a mental exploration rather than an emotional attachment. Please don't take this the wrong way. But I do feel like this is a fun, exciting, friendly attachment that you guys have, which can be explored in and of itself. It doesn't, the connections that we have in our lives don't all need to end up in long-term commitment and marriage and children. I don't understand why sometimes I read these very harsh comments down in the section, people just wanting these kind of readings in which forever is promised. And I mean, you're free to experience with a number of connections in your life. And I know that sometimes it's hard if you've been through a couple of connections in which your heart was broken. You want certainty, you want safety. Of course, in those cases I can understand, but those I hope are quite rare, and you know, they require some sort of healing support. While if you step out of that mindset, you can understand that you can have a variety of different unique experiences with a variety of people. Some connections will feel more exciting, others a bit more stable, others can be just exploratory. You know, you're going to learn some interesting things about your body. If you have a purely pleasurable and physical connection with somebody, then you might detach from that person and enter into a full, long-term, emotionally committed connection in which you take what you learned from that physically pleasurable connection and you apply it to this emotionally attached situation with your current lover. So everything is teaching you something. Everything is a beautiful experience that contributes to who you are, and it helps you understand what you like and what you dislike. That's why I would say it's kind of hard to just like dismiss experiences and just ask for the same old drab experiences, you know? Although, you know, I shouldn't judge and say drab, because if you never had that stable commitment, it's not drab, it's the ideal. Okay, so all this parenthesis closed. Let's pull some cards from the Romantic Tarot. I don't know, I'm in a funny mood in your pile. Very chatty. Maybe you're dealing here with a chatty individual, especially if they have Mercury, if they're Mercury ruled, if they have a Mercury ascendant, a Gemini ascendant, Gemini sun, Gemini moon. A very chatty person. Okay, so the tarot cards that you have, what is this person really feeling about you? We have the Queen of Cups. They're actually quite sweet towards you. They have like impossibly sweet emotions. The Queen of Cups is so caring and so loving, and it's kind of like this person wants to play around with you, fool around in the bedroom, and then kind of make you like a nice cocoa and wrap a blanket around you and maybe swaddle you up and make you feel safe. Like they have their oh shucks, you know, and they want to pinch your cheeks afterwards. There's something really, really sweet about what this person feels for you. And believe it or not, they do have quite honorable and pure feelings towards you. You know, a person doesn't have to be serious all the time so that you can take them seriously, that they are in love with you and very filled of desire with you. They can also have a lot of goofy fun with you. Some of the best connections in your life are going to be connections in which you're going to laugh with a person. So never dismiss or discount the healing and wonderfully spiritual potential of laughter. We also have here, haha, the sun. You could be dealing with the Leo, yeah. We have here a water sign female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some of you, this could be a same-sex connection. I also see here Leo. Something exciting is going to happen between the two of you in August. If this is going to be your first time with somebody, it could be that it might happen in August, which is wonderful because August is the month of love. It's the month in which we have the Lionsgate portal on the 8th of the 8th each year. Ishtar's Gate. It's a wonderful energy, resuscitation. You get your mojo back, your heart is opening up, you tend to fall in love. I actually met my ex-husband in August, and I fell in love with another person in August, and it was just like August was always the month of falling in love for me. So maybe it will become that for you too. We have here the 4 of coins, and we also have here the 3 of coins blocked. So what this person feels for you, they're quite possessive of you. This is so weird. This person is so contradictory, and I'm going to tell you why, because the oracle cards tell me one story, but then the tarot cards tell me another one. The oracle cards portray this individual as brave and daring and a risk taker and a bit of a gambler and a bit of the spontaneous to and fro kind of individual, filled with willpower, wanting you in a domestic role, waiting for them all the time. And then the tarot cards show me that this person feels incredibly happy to have met you. You tick all the right boxes for them. They feel like a playful child around you. They have such sweet, affectionate feelings towards you. They kind of want to mother you or father you. They just want to, they want to take care of you. I also see here an individual that is saying no to other collaborations or other work projects in order to prioritize time with you. And I also see an individual here that can get quite jealous, quite possessive, 4 of coins. It's like, I want you, you're mine, don't escape. Stay put. This is reminding me of the XX song, Islands. I am yours now, and now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out, and now I'll never explore. And I always thought that those lyrics are a little bit bittersweet, because in a way it talks about an individual that found their person and they don't want to explore other options, but it could also feel like a trap, like I don't explore anymore. But maybe for some people, exploring is their life's purpose, So love can sometimes take away the joy of exploration and adventure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just my Sagittarius stellium feeling a little bit sad when I heard those lyrics. But then again, you could have a Cancerian stellium and you're super fine with those lyrics. That's exactly what you're craving for and what you need. Safety, protection. Hold me, never let me go, Or maybe you're a Pisces as well, Pisces stellium, you want that as well. So we have here an individual that doesn't want to let you go, wants to be with you, is actually reorganizing their schedule in this period so that they can spend more time with you. I also feel that if you have some holiday time at the moment, if your schedule has relaxed a little bit, this person might want to join in, might want to be with you as you are having fun in the sun, if you're in the northern hemisphere, and I guess in wintertime, if you're in the southern hemisphere. This is the reading that I had for you. I'm going to end it on the holiday note, Let me know down in the comments if this resonated in any way for you. I love to read your comments. You guys did so well for the previous career reading giveaway. Your comments touched my heart. I was actually thinking of compiling them and maybe writing an article about your experiences. Let me know if you like that idea. As soon as we reach another milestone, we will have another giveaway. So make sure you subscribe, you like the videos, so that we can amp up and play a little bit with the algorithm so that these videos can be distributed to anyone who might need them. I also need to remind you that I offer personal readings. I'm open for them in this period, so if you feel like you want me to go a little bit deeper into a specific connection, reach out to me by clicking the second link in the description box below. It will take you to my website. I have a range of options and affordable prices. But if this is where I leave you, then this is where I leave you, boo. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being part of my crew. I cannot be happier, and I look forward to meet you in my next one.